Dr. Han Jae-yun stood at the window of the space station, watching the alien ships arrive. Their sleek vessels moved with incredible speed, making Earth's best ships look like toys in comparison. She touched the data chip in her pocket, feeling its weight. It contained humanity's greatest secret, but today was not the time to reveal it. The year was 2157, and humanity had already built homes on Mars and Europa. Earth's ships used regular engines that pushed them through space at what they once thought were good speeds. But compared to the alien ships now entering Earth's solar system, they seemed to move like snails. "Dr. Han, they're ready for us in the meeting room," said Commander Park Du-hyun, standing at attention near the door. His crisp military uniform showed Earth's best face to their visitors, even if some of them thought humans were barely worth talking to. "Thank you, Commander," she replied, straightening her formal diplomatic jacket. "Let's show them that Earth knows how to be polite, even if they don't." The meeting room of the International Space Station had been specially modified for this historic day. It was humanity's first time attending a galactic council meeting, and Earth had fought hard for this chance. Representatives from 12 alien species sat around a large table, their bodies as different from each other as their ships. The Nexorians, with their tall, silver-skinned bodies and 4 arms, looked down at the human delegation with barely hidden contempt. Their leader, High Commander Vex, spoke first. "We welcome Earth to this gathering," he said, his translator making his clicks and whistles into English. "Though we wonder if your representatives will be able to keep up with our discussions, given how slowly you move through space." Several alien delegates laughed. Dr. Han noticed Commander Park's jaw tighten, but he kept his face calm. She admired his control. Dr. Kim Ta-woo, her research partner, sat quietly beside her, taking notes. They had worked together for 15 years developing Earth's secret faster-than-light drive. Right now, in hidden facilities across the solar system, Earth's engineers were building a fleet of ships that could move faster than anything these aliens had ever seen. But that was classified at the highest level. "We appreciate your welcome," Dr. Han said smoothly. "Earth may be new to the galactic community, but we are eager to learn and contribute." A blue-skinned delegate from the Meridian Empire snorted. "Contribute? Your fastest ships take 3 months to reach your own Mars colony. Our cargo ships make similar trips in hours." "Yet you made it here," said another delegate, this one looking like a large, intelligent spider. "That shows some determination, at least." Commander Park stepped forward. "Earth has always faced challenges with determination. We believe there is value in taking time to do things right." The meeting continued for hours. The aliens discussed trade routes, territory boundaries, and technology sharing agreements. When Earth's representatives tried to join these discussions, they were mostly ignored or laughed at. "Perhaps in 100 years, when you've learned to build proper ships, we can discuss trade," said High Commander Vex. "For now, consider yourselves fortunate to even witness these discussions." Dr. Han watched as the alien representatives talked among themselves, sometimes forgetting the humans were even there. She exchanged a quick glance with Dr. Kim, who gave her a tiny nod. They both knew something that would change everything, but patience was key. Later that day, in a secure room of the space station, Earth's delegation held a private meeting. "They treat us like children," said Lieutenant Lee Mike-young, the youngest member of their team. Her hands were clenched in frustration. "Let them," Commander Park replied calmly. "Pride comes before a fall." Dr. Han connected her secure tablet to the room's holographic projector. "While they were busy mocking our ships, I gathered a lot of useful data about their technology. Their faster-than-light drives are actually quite inefficient compared to our prototype." Dr. Kim nodded, pulling up some calculations. "They waste enormous amounts of energy. Our design is at least 30% more efficient, and our safety protocols are far superior." "When will the new fleet be ready?" Commander Park asked, studying the technical data. "The first 5 ships will be completed within 6 months," Dr. Han replied. We're installing the drives in secret compartments, hidden beneath the standard engines. From the outside, they'll look like our regular slow ships. Lieutenant Lee leaned forward. But why wait? Why not show them now that we're not as primitive as they think? Commander Park shook his head. Because information is power, Lieutenant. Right now, they're underestimating us. That's an advantage we might need. Exactly, Dr. Han agreed. They've shown us exactly who they are. Arrogant, dismissive, and overconfident. If there's ever trouble, those attitudes will work in our favor. The meeting continued as they discussed their observations and plans. Outside the window, alien ships zipped back and forth, their crews probably laughing at the primitive humans. Little did they know that in workshops and laboratories across Earth's solar system, humanity was preparing a surprise that would change the galaxy's balance of power forever. That evening, as the alien delegates departed in their fast ships, Dr. Han worked late in her temporary office on the space station. She was analyzing the sensor data they'd collected about the alien vessels when Commander Park knocked on her door. "You should get some rest, Doctor," he said. "It's been a long day." She smiled tiredly. "I will soon. I just want to finish comparing their drive signatures to ours. Something interesting in the data." Commander Park sat down across from her desk. "What did you find?" "Their faster-than-light technology creates a lot of waste energy," she explained, showing him the readings. "It's like they're using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. Our design is much more elegant. Could they detect our drives when we start using them?" "No," she said confidently. "We specifically designed our system to have a minimal energy signature. To their sensors, our ships will appear to be using standard propulsion until the moment we choose to reveal otherwise." Commander Park nodded approvingly. "Good, because after today's meeting, I'm convinced we need to keep this secret as long as possible." The way they acted, he shook his head. Some of them, especially the Nexorians, seemed almost hostile under their polite words. "I noticed that too," Dr. Han agreed. "They see us as primitive now, but I sense they might view us as a threat if they knew our true capabilities." A soft beep from her tablet interrupted them. It was a message from Dr. Kim, marked urgent. She opened it and read quickly, her eyes widening. "What is it?" Commander Park asked. "The shipyard on Europa just completed the first drive installation ahead of schedule," she said, showing him the message. "They're ready for initial testing." Commander Park stood up straighter. "How soon can you get there?" "I'll take the next transport," she replied, already packing her tablet. "It's a 3-month trip with conventional engines, but that will help maintain our cover. No one will expect the head of Earth's propulsion research to suddenly appear on Europa in a few hours." "I'll arrange a military escort," Commander Park said. "After today's meeting, I don't want to take any chances with your safety." Dr. Han nodded gratefully. As they prepared for her departure, she thought about the alien delegates and their mocking laughter. A small part of her wanted to prove them wrong immediately, to show them that humanity was far more advanced than they assumed. But she knew Commander Park was right. Patience was crucial. In the months and years ahead, Earth would continue to play the role of a struggling newcomer to galactic society. They would endure the mockery and dismissal, all while secretly preparing for the day when showing their true capabilities might become necessary. Dr. Han hoped that day would never come, that peaceful cooperation would prevail. But if trouble did arise, Earth would be ready. As she boarded the transport ship bound for Europa, Dr. Han took one last look at the alien vessels departing the solar system. Their faster-than-light drives flashed brilliantly as they disappeared into the distance, leaving behind a humanity they believed to be primitive and slow. "Safe travels," she whispered, not to the aliens, but to the future. "We'll all learn some interesting lessons soon enough." The transport ship's engines rumbled to life, beginning its long, slow journey to Europa. To any observers, it looked like just another example of humanity's primitive technology. The aliens would never guess that hidden in Dr. Han's secure files were the designs for engines that could cross that same distance in minutes. For now, though, slow and steady was the course they would follow. Earth had learned long ago that sometimes the best way to win was to let others underestimate you. As her ship moved away from the space station, Dr. Han settled in for the long journey, her mind already working on improvements to humanity's secret drives. The galaxy thought they knew humanity's capabilities, but they were in for quite a surprise. 3 months after the Galactic Council meeting, Dr. Han Jai-yun arrived at the Europa shipyard. The massive underground facility was carved deep into the ice moon's surface, hidden from prying alien sensors. Here, Earth's greatest secret was taking shape. Captain Choi Hyun-sik met her at the airlock, his face showing excitement despite his military composure. "Dr. Han, you're just in time. We're ready to start the first full power test." They walked through the steel corridors, their footsteps echoing. Through reinforced windows, Dr. Han could see the experimental ship waiting in its dock. From the outside, it looked like a standard Earth vessel. But inside, it held humanity's greatest achievement. "How many ships have been fitted with the drives so far?" she asked, reviewing data on her tablet. "3 complete, 2 more nearly finished," Captain Choi replied. "We're calling them the Thunder class, since that's what the aliens will hear when we finally reveal them." In the control room, Dr. Kim Ta-woo was already working at the main console. He looked up as they entered. "The drive is showing perfect alignment. All we need is your final approval to begin the test." Dr. Han sat down at her station and began checking the systems. Everything had to be perfect. One mistake could reveal their secret too soon. Meanwhile, in another part of the solar system, Lieutenant Lee Mi-kyung was piloting a small patrol ship near Saturn's rings. Her job was to watch the increasing number of alien vessels passing through Earth's territory. Officially, she was conducting routine surveillance. Unofficially, she was gathering intelligence on their movements. "Contact at bearing 340, her sensor operator reported. "It's a Nexorian scout ship." Lieutenant Lee adjusted her course to avoid looking too interested. The Nexorians had been showing up more and more often lately, always claiming they were just passing through. "They're scanning the mining operation on Titan," the operator said. Again. Lee made a note in her log. This was the 3rd time this week they'd caught alien ships scanning Earth's outer facilities. Something wasn't right. Back on Europa, the first full test of the hidden drive was about to begin. Dr. Han, Dr. Kim, and Captain Choi watched from the control room as the experimental ship powered up. "All systems nominal," Dr. Kim reported. "Drive containment is stable." "Begin power-up sequence," Dr. Han ordered. "Keep the energy signature masked." The ship's conventional engines started first, providing cover for the real power beneath. Deep inside the vessel, the new drive spun to life, its energy carefully contained and hidden. "Drive at 20%, Captain Choi announced. "No detectable leakage. Alien sensors would only see our normal engines." Dr. Han watched the readings carefully. Years of work had led to this moment. "Take it to 50%. The ship hummed quietly in its dock. Unlike the flashy, wasteful alien drives, Earth's version worked with subtle efficiency. It bent space without tearing it, moved without showing off. 75%, Dr. Kim called out. "All systems still stable." Just then, an urgent message came through from Earth Command. Commander Park's face appeared on the main screen, looking concerned. "Doctor, we have a situation," he said. "The Nexorians have started raiding our mining outposts near Saturn. They're claiming it's piracy, not official action, but our intelligence suggests otherwise." Dr. Han frowned. "How bad is it?" 3 raids in the past week. They're taking advantage of how long it takes our ships to respond. By the time help arrives, they're long gone. They think we can't stop them because our ships are too slow," Captain Choi growled. Commander Park nodded. "Exactly. We need those new ships ready as soon as possible. The situation is getting worse." Dr. Han looked at her team, then back at the screen. "The first ship just reached full power in testing. Give us 2 weeks to complete safety checks, and it'll be ready for deployment." "Good." Keep me updated. Park out. As the screen went dark, Dr. Han turned to Captain Choi. How quickly can we install the drives in the rest of the fleet? With the lessons learned from the first 3 ships, we can work faster now. Maybe a month for each vessel. Make it happen, she ordered. But maintain absolute secrecy. The Nexorians are trying to provoke a response. We need to be ready, but we can't show our hand too soon. Over the next few weeks, tension continued to build. Lieutenant Lee's patrol ship documented more raids, always following the same pattern. Fast Nexorian ships would appear suddenly, hit an isolated Earth facility, and vanish before help could arrive. The Galactic Council ignored Earth's complaints. Perhaps if you had more advanced ships, you could protect your territory better, High Commander Vex said during one meeting, not even trying to hide his smirk. Commander Park, attending the meeting via hologram, kept his face neutral. We are doing our best with the technology we have, he replied calmly, knowing that Earth's first FTL-capable destroyer was nearly ready. In the Europa shipyard, work continued around the clock. Dr. Han and her team pushed themselves to the limit, checking and double-checking every system. The drives had to work perfectly when the time came. Final diagnostic complete on Thunder 1, Dr. Kim reported one evening, referring to the first ship of the new class. She's ready. Dr. Han studied the results carefully. Begin crew training. They need to know how to handle the drive without giving away its existence. Captain Choi had personally selected the crew for Thunder 1. They're our best people, he assured her. They understand the importance of secrecy. The training took place in simulators deep under Europa's ice. The crew learned to manage the tremendous power of the FTL drive while making it look like they were operating standard engines. Lieutenant Lee's reports became more urgent. The raids are getting bolder, she told Commander Park during a secure transmission. Last night they hit a research station on Titan. Took everything they could carry. Casualties? Park asked grimly. No deaths, but 3 scientists were injured. Sir, they're toying with us. They know we can't respond fast enough with our slow ships. Maintain your patrol, Lieutenant. Document everything. When we move, we'll need proof of their actions. The Nexorians grew more confident with each successful raid. Their ships ventured closer to Earth's main colonies, testing humanity's response times. They seemed to enjoy watching Earth's conventional ships lumber into action, too late to help. In the shipyard, Captain Choi supervised the loading of supplies onto Thunder 1. The ship looked ordinary from the outside, but its crew knew better. They practiced their roles carefully, maintaining the illusion of a standard Earth vessel. Dr. Han worked with Earth's diplomatic team to maintain the appearance of helplessness. We request the Council's assistance in stopping these raids, she said during one meeting, playing the part of a frustrated but technologically limited species. High Commander Vex made a show of sympathy. We will increase patrols in your sector. Of course, given the limitations of your ships, you understand we can't guarantee immediate response to every incident. More Nexorian ships appeared in Earth's space. They claimed to be helping with security, but Lieutenant Lee's surveillance showed them mapping Earth's defense capabilities and response patterns. They're preparing for something bigger, she reported to Commander Park. These raids are just tests. Park agreed. How many ships are ready? He asked Dr. Han during a secure conference. Thunder 1 is fully operational. Thunder 2 and 3 will be ready next week. 4 and 5 need another month. It may have to be enough, Park said. Intelligence suggests the Nexorians are planning a major operation. We need to be ready to reveal our capabilities if necessary. Dr. Han nodded. The crews are trained. The drives are tested. We can move when needed. As if to confirm their fears, 3 more raids struck Earth's outer colonies in quick succession. The Nexorian ships grew bolder, staying longer at each target, confident that Earth's response would be too slow to matter. They never noticed the new power signatures hidden beneath the normal engine readings of Earth's ships. They didn't see the careful preparations being made in secret facilities throughout the solar system. They were too busy laughing at humanity's apparent weakness to notice humanity's strength. In the Europa shipyard, Thunder One's crew ran their final drills. Captain Choi watched them work, proud of their dedication and secrecy. Ready to show the galaxy what Earth can really do, he asked Dr. Han. She looked through the control room window at the powerful ship waiting in its dock. Not yet, she replied. But soon. Let them think they have the advantage for a little longer. When the time comes, their surprise will be complete. The Nexorians continued their game, pushing harder, testing Earth's patience. They had no idea they were helping humanity perfect its response. Every raid gave Earth's forces more data, more practice at hiding their true capabilities. Soon, very soon, the galaxy would learn that mocking humanity's slow ships had been a serious mistake. The attack began without warning. 3 Nexorian battle fleets jumped into Earth's solar system, targeting the colonies on Mars, Europa, and Titan simultaneously. Their ships emerged from faster-than-light travel in perfect formation, weapons ready. High Commander Vex's voice echoed through all communication channels. Attention Earth colonies. Your resources are now under Nexorian protection. Do not resist. Your slow ships cannot stop us. This is for your own safety. In her command center on Earth, Admiral Yoon sang. He watched the tactical display with calm eyes. The moment they had prepared for had finally arrived. She opened a secure channel to all hidden Thunder-class ships. Operation Thunderbolt is now active, she announced. You may reveal drive capabilities at will. Protect our people. On Mars, Dr. Han Jae-yun stood in the colony's control room, watching the Nexorian ships approach. Beside her, Commander Park Do-hyun was already coordinating Earth's response. Thunder 1, you are clear to engage, Park ordered through his tactical link. Show them what Earth can really do. In space near Mars orbit, what appeared to be a normal Earth destroyer suddenly changed. Hidden panels opened along its hull, revealing the true nature of its drive system. Energy built up, not in the wasteful flash of Nexorian drives, but in a controlled, elegant surge. Captain Choi Hyun-sik sat in Thunder One's command chair, his crew ready at their stations. Drive at full power. Let's introduce ourselves properly. The ship vanished. On the Nexorian flagship, High Commander Vex was reviewing the invasion plan when alarms blared. What's happening? He demanded. Unknown energy signature, his sensor officer reported. One of the Earth ships just disappeared. Impossible. Their ships don't have. Thunder 1 reappeared directly above the Nexorian fleet, its weapons already firing. 2 enemy ships were disabled before they could react. The Earth vessel moved with incredible speed and precision, nothing like the slow, clumsy ships the Nexorians had mocked for so long. How are they doing this? Vex shouted as Thunder 1 vanished again, reappearing seconds later in a different position. Their ships are supposed to be primitive. Near Europa, Thunder 2 and Thunder 3 revealed themselves, their hidden drives powering up. Lieutenant Lee Mi-kyung, now serving as Thunder 2's tactical officer, allowed herself a small smile as she targeted the surprise Nexorian vessels. Multiple FTL signatures detected, reported a panicked Nexorian commander. Earth ships are jumping between attack positions faster than we can track. Dr. Kim Ta-woo monitored the battle from his station in the Europa facility. The drives were performing perfectly, their energy signatures barely registering on alien sensors until the moment of activation. Earth's ships could appear and disappear almost instantly, their movements precise and efficient. In the Mars control room, Dr. Han watched with pride as the ships she had helped create demonstrated their capabilities. The drives are operating at optimal efficiency, she reported to Commander Park. Energy consumption is 30% lower than Nexorian systems. Park nodded, studying the tactical display. And our crews have trained for months to use them effectively. The Nexorians never imagined we could fight like this. The battle around Mars turned quickly. Thunder One danced between the enemy ships, its superior drive allowing it to strike from unexpected angles. The Nexorian formation broke apart as they tried to deal with an enemy that could outmaneuver them at faster-than-light speeds. "This is impossible." High Commander Vex raged as another of his ships reported heavy damage. These primitives couldn't have developed this technology. They were using chemical rockets just decades ago. Admiral Yoon's voice came through all channels, calm and clear. "This is Earth Defense Command to all Nexorian forces. Your attack on our colonies was unprovoked. Withdraw immediately, or we will be forced to demonstrate more of our capabilities." In the Europa battle zone, Thunder 2 and Thunder 3 worked in perfect coordination. The months of secret training paid off as they executed complex maneuvers that left the Nexorian ships firing at empty space. Lieutenant Lee's targeting systems locked onto another enemy vessel. "They still don't understand what they're facing," she told her captain. "Their formation assumes we can only move at conventional speeds." "Let's help them update their tactical doctrine," her captain replied. "Full power to the drive. Show them what Earth engineering can do." The Thunder-class ships moved in ways that defied the Nexorians' understanding of physics. Their drives didn't just copy alien FTL technology. They improved upon it. Where Nexorian ships needed time to recharge between jumps, the Earth vessels could transition almost continuously. In his flagship's command center, High Commander Vex watched his invasion force fall apart. The humans weren't just fighting back. They were winning. His ship's superior weapons meant nothing if they couldn't hit their targets. "All ships, fall back to Rally Point Alpha," he ordered. "Prepare for mass jump tow." Thunder One appeared directly in front of his flagship, its weapons charged. Captain Choi's voice came through on all frequencies. "Your rally point has already been surrounded, Commander. Perhaps we should discuss the terms of your surrender." The Nexorian fleet retreated in disorder, their carefully planned invasion turning into a humiliating defeat. As they fled, emergency signals were already racing toward the Galactic Council, carrying news that would shock the galaxy. In the aftermath, Dr. Han met with Commander Park and Admiral Yoon in the Mars colony's secure conference room. The tactical displays showed the Earth ships resuming their patrol positions, their secret drives once again hidden behind conventional engine signatures. "The Council will want an explanation," Admiral Yoon said, reviewing the battle data. "They'll demand to know how long we've had this technology." "Let them ask," Commander Park replied. "We kept this secret because their own actions proved they couldn't be trusted. The raid records Lieutenant Lee collected will support our position." Dr. Han nodded. "And now they know that underestimating Earth is a serious mistake. Our drives don't just match their technology. They exceed it." The news spread quickly through the galaxy. Humanity, the supposedly primitive species with their slow ships, had developed faster-than-light technology in secret. More than that, they had created a superior version of it. In the Galactic Council chamber, the alien representatives watched in stunned silence as Admiral Yoon presented evidence of the Nexorian raids along with data showing Earth's new drive capabilities. "We kept this technology hidden because certain members of this council demonstrated hostile intent toward Earth," she explained. "Today's unprovoked attack proved that our caution was justified." High Commander Vex, his silver skin dark with embarrassment, could only watch as his own actions were used to justify Earth's deception. The other council members, who had joined in mocking humanity's slow ships, now looked at the human representatives with new respect and more than a little fear. Dr. Han stood before the council, no longer playing the role of an apologetic representative of a primitive species. "Earth is ready to share our drive technology with peaceful species," she announced. "But first, we need to discuss new guidelines for interstellar behavior and mutual respect." The message was clear. Humanity had earned its place among the stars not just through technological achievement, but through patience, strategy, and the wisdom to know when to reveal their strength. In the shipyards of Europa, Captain Choi and Dr. Kim supervised the installation of drives in more Earth ships. The secret was out now, but humanity's engineers had more surprises in development. They had learned that sometimes the best way to advance was to let others think you were standing still. Lieutenant Lee, recording her final report on the Nexorian raids, smiled as she wrote her conclusion. Today marks a new chapter in human history. We have shown the galaxy that Earth's greatest strength lies not in our ship's speed, but in our ability to wait for the right moment to act. The Thunder-class ships continued their patrols, their hidden drives now a known factor in galactic politics. They served as a reminder to all species that appearance and reality are not always the same, and that underestimating humanity was a dangerous mistake to make. 1 month after the failed Nexorian invasion, Earth's position in the galaxy had changed completely. The Galactic Council Chamber, once a place where humans faced mockery, now held a different atmosphere. Dr. Han Jai-yun stood at the central podium, preparing to explain Earth's breakthrough in faster-than-light travel. Advanced holographic displays showed the elegant mechanics of Earth's drive system. The alien representatives leaned forward, their previous arrogance replaced by genuine interest. Even High Commander Vex, still dealing with the political fallout of his failed attack, paid close attention. The key to our success was thinking differently, Dr. Han explained. Instead of forcing our way through space like a hammer, we learned to fold it like paper. She demonstrated with a simple animation, showing how Earth's drives used less energy while achieving greater speed. In the audience, Dr. Kim Ta-woo operated the presentation controls, advancing through detailed technical diagrams. The alien scientists in attendance looked increasingly impressed as they understood the elegance of Earth's solution. "Remarkable," said a Meridian representative. "You achieved what our engineers thought impossible. We focused so much on power that we never considered efficiency." Commander Park Do-hyun, standing at parade rest near the podium, allowed himself a small smile. The same aliens who had laughed at Earth's primitive ships now wanted to learn from them. It was a satisfying turn of events. Meanwhile, in deep space, Lieutenant Lee Mi-kyung commanded Earth's first official diplomatic mission, using the new drives. Her ship, Thunder II, carried ambassadors to distant worlds that had previously seemed too far for regular contact. Preparing for jump, she announced on the bridge. Standard diplomatic approach pattern. The ship's drive engaged smoothly, demonstrating the refined control that Earth's engineers had achieved. Where Nexorian ships announced their arrival with dramatic energy flares, Thunder II appeared quietly and precisely at its destination. Back on Earth, Admiral Yoon sang. He met with representatives from various alien species who sought trade agreements and technological partnerships. The Admiral's office, with its view of the Pacific Ocean, hosted a steady stream of visitors. "Earth is willing to share our drive technology," she told a delegation from the Meridian Empire. "But we have conditions. The first is a binding agreement against using this technology for aggressive expansion." Captain Choi Hyun-sik, now promoted to fleet captain, supervised the installation of the new drives in Earth's growing space fleet. The shipyards on Europa worked at full capacity, but with no need for secrecy, the work proceeded much faster. "Each new ship improves on the design," he explained to a group of alien observers. "We believe in constant refinement, not just raw power." The Nexorians faced serious consequences for their aggression. The Galactic Council, presented with Lieutenant Lee's detailed records of their raids, imposed strict sanctions. High Commander Vex was removed from his position, replaced by a more diplomatic leader. The balance of power has shifted, the new Nexorian representative admitted during a private meeting with Dr. Han. "We learned an expensive lesson about judging others by appearances." Dr. Han's response was diplomatic but firm. "The galaxy is large enough for all of us, if we approach each other with respect rather than assumptions." The revelation of Earth's technology led to many changes in galactic society. Species that had previously ignored humanity now sought their advice on various technical matters. Earth's approach to problem-solving, emphasizing efficiency and innovation over brute force, gained admirers throughout the galaxy. Lieutenant Lee's diplomatic mission proved highly successful. Her ship visited 12 different worlds in as many days, a journey that would have taken years with conventional drives. At each stop, she noted how the aliens' attitude toward humans had changed. They no longer see us as primitives playing with toys, she reported to Admiral Yoon. Now they ask questions about our other scientific projects, wondering what else we might have developed. In the Europa shipyards, Dr. Kim supervised the construction of a new class of vessels. These ships were designed from the ground up around Earth's drive technology, rather than hiding it within conventional hulls. Efficiency first, he reminded his engineering teams. Let others focus on flash and power. We will continue to seek elegant solutions. Commander Park, working with the Galactic Council's Security Committee, helped establish new protocols for technological development and sharing. The guidelines emphasized cooperation and transparency, while respecting each species' right to develop at their own pace. Earth's experience proved that rushing to show off advanced technology isn't always wise, he told the committee. Sometimes patience and careful development yield better results. 6 months after the revelation of Earth's drives, the galaxy had found a new equilibrium. Trade routes that once took years to travel were now connected by regular Earth ships, their efficient drives making long-distance commerce practical. Dr. Han continued her research, working with scientists from various species to further improve the technology. In her laboratory on Mars, she often reflected on how far humanity had come. The greatest victory wasn't developing the drive, she told her alien colleagues. It was learning when and how to reveal it. Technology without wisdom can be dangerous. Fleet Captain Choi's ships maintained peace throughout Earth's space and beyond. The sight of Thunder-class vessels served as a reminder that appearances could be deceiving and that underestimating others was unwise. Admiral Yoon established the Interstellar Cooperation Initiative, a program designed to share Earth's scientific advances while learning from other species. We all have something to teach, she said at the opening ceremony, and we all have something to learn. Lieutenant Lee's successful diplomatic mission led to her promotion and a new assignment. She would lead Earth's first long-range exploration fleet, seeking out new civilizations beyond known space. We go forward not to prove our superiority, she told her crew before their departure, but to show that humanity is ready to be a responsible member of the galactic community. The Nexorians, humbled by their experience, began reforms in their society. Their new leadership emphasized cooperation over competition, and their engineers started studying Earth's efficient approach to technology. Dr. Kim's new ship designs attracted attention throughout the galaxy. Other species began adopting Earth's principles of efficient engineering, leading to improvements in various technologies beyond just space travel. 1 year after the failed invasion, Earth hosted the Galactic Council's annual meeting. Representatives from all known species gathered in the new council chamber in orbit above Earth. The view of the blue planet below served as a reminder of how first impressions could be misleading. Commander Park, watching Earth's ships patrol alongside vessels from other species, reflected on how much had changed. We prove that true strength isn't about showing off power, he said to Dr. Han during the meeting. It's about knowing how to use it wisely. Dr. Han nodded, looking out at the ships moving efficiently through space. And we showed that sometimes the best response to mockery is patience. Let others underestimate you while you perfect your capabilities. Earth's position in the galaxy was now secure, not just because of their advanced technology, but because of how they had handled its development and revelation. They had shown that a species dismissed as primitive could become a leader through innovation, patience, and wisdom. The future held new challenges, but humanity had learned valuable lessons about their place in the galaxy. They would continue to develop new technologies, but always with the understanding that how and when you reveal your capabilities can be as important as the capabilities themselves. As Lieutenant Lee's exploration fleet prepared for their historic mission, she remembered the days when aliens had mocked Earth's slow ships. Now those same ships were helping to build a better galaxy, proving that wisdom and patience could be the greatest technologies of all.